everybody, it is Jess. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another speed build. So today we are doing, last speed build, a couple speed builds ago, I was talking about how I wanted to just have like one family and like stick to it for like 10 generations, and I built a whole heap of apartments for those, like for the people involved in, like the Sims involved in that save. Anyway, look, I've kept the same save, like kept the same people, but I did just build them different homes because I decided I didn't like the homes that they were in, and I restarted the save with the same Sims, so I kind of already failed my goal. Oops. But I'm more happy like with the storyline now, and I'm more happy with like the homes and everything. So this time, start again. This time we're making this 10 generations, and I'm going to start posting, like not excessively, just like a couple pickies every now and then, just of the family, just so I can, you know, keep myself honest. I'm going to pop that on my Twitter, I think Twitter sounds good. So yeah, I do have not so many stories, but just like some stuffs to talk about. I wrote some stuff down. So I have decided to start playing the piano. So basically, I feel like I have hobbies, you know, I have the Sims and YouTube, and I love going to the gym and I play sport, but I feel like I need a hobby that's like less strenuous than sport, and that isn't like sitting in front of a computer screen, because I mean, don't get me wrong, I love computers, but I have a desk job where I sit at a computer screen all day. Like I'm at the computer all day at work, then I come home and I'm like at the computer more, and it's just kind of, I don't know, I feel like I just need something that is like a relaxing, peaceful hobby that doesn't involve, you know, like brutal exercise and sitting in front of a computer screen. So piano it is. And at first I was like considering buying like a clarinet, because I've always been interested in the clarinet or the flute. And I was like looking into it, and I could get like a beginner one for like a decent price, but I was kind of like worried that I was gonna like, you know, spend all this money on a new instrument and then not like it. And then if I got the clarinet, like I'd need lessons. But we actually have a piano in our house. Like it's a really old piano, but we have a piano, and my grandma can also teach us teach me how to play piano, because she's a very good pianist herself. I'm a child and I still laugh at that. Just like when you learn about Uranus in school, it still gives me a little giggle. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, my grandma's like, oh, I will teach you how to play the piano, then you don't have to pay for lessons, you don't have to like pay for an instrument, and if you don't like it, you know, no money's been wasted. So that's what we're doing piano. And as I just said before, it's a very old piano, which I really love. So it was originally my great-grandma's, and it's gone around a few of the family members, and now it's ended up with my grandma. And like it is super old, like all the keys on it are cracked, and it probably needs to be tuned really bad, but the last two keys, like on the deep note end and the high note end, don't even work. But I just love it. Like I love how old it is. I think it's so cool, like playing something with like so much, like I guess family history, and I don't know, I just think antiques like that are really cool. But this like leads me on to something else. I don't know about you guys, but I really, 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 really don't like secondhand items unless I know the history behind them. So let me explain. The piano that we have, as I said, so much family history, but it's a family history. I know the history, I know the people that it belonged to, I know the story behind it, so I'm cool with that. I don't want a piano from an antique shop that I have no idea where it came from, who it belonged to, any of that kind of stuff, because it creeps me out. I don't know what it is, but I don't like secondhand / antique items that I don't know the history of. And I don't know what it sounds so weird, but like guys, it's real. I don't even really like going into secondhand or antique stores because I feel like they have a creepy vibe to them. So my mum loves antiques, and as a child I'd always be made to come into like all these antique stores with her, and I used to just like hate it because I would just walk around and wonder like what the story was behind everything. And it was like, you know, you pick up a handbag and you're like, what was inside that handbag, and who wore that handbag? What kind of life did they have? You know, were they happy? Were they miserable? I don't know, like you could go on and on and on. So very random, but are you guys the same? Like, what's your take on like secondhand and antique items? Like obviously I understand, you know, there are secondhand stores for people who genuinely, you know, can't afford anything else, and I'm not saying like that's a bad thing. I just mean for me personally, it's not the fact that it's secondhand, it's the fact that I don't know the story behind it. And I'm just very fortunate and grateful that, you know, I can afford to buy things that are brand new. Because I don't, obviously if I had to I would, but I just don't know how I would feel wearing like even a secondhand shirt that I don't know anything about. Because like once again, like who wore the shirt? What were they doing the last time they wore that shirt, and all that kind of stuff? And I feel like some people would actually, that's what some people probably love about antique items, is that you don't know the story behind it. But for me, it just, I don't know. Like even the thought of going into antique stores, they just have this strange vibe to me. This is all like what I feel. But, you know, like someone at work was like, hey, I have this shirt that doesn't fit me anymore. I think it would look really good on you. Do you want it? And I was like, yes, please. And, you know, free clothes. Why not? But I know her, and I know the story of her, and I know, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm over explaining now. But yeah, basically, Jess gets a little bit creeped out by antiques, and especially antique dolls and paintings. Maybe it's just because there's been like so many haunted dolls and paintings like on eBay, but dolls and paintings, and dolls are creepy enough as they are. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but my grandma used to make dolls. Like she could still make them, she just doesn't have any room for dolls anymore. And we have like maybe like 50 to 100 dolls, like porcelain dolls in the house. And like creepy. So when you first like walk into her house, there is like, I'm gonna say 3 meters long. I don't know how many feet that is, but say like 2 or 3 meters long, and then floor to ceiling glass cabinet full of porcelain dolls that she has made herself. And get how creepy this is, guys. One of the dolls that she made has her mum's hair on it. Ah, that is so creepy in my opinion. Like that has like part of a person on it. What if the doll gets possessed? Like, yeah. There are dolls all through this house. And this one night I was going into the linen closet. Do you guys have linen closets? It's weird because even though like you guys all speak English and I speak English, like there's still kind of a language barrier in some ways. So like the closet where you put all like your towels and your sheets and stuff. Anyway, I was looking for like a pillowcase, and I noticed this like random like, I don't know what it was at the time. It just kind of looked like this like plastic like cylinder kind of looking thing. And I was like, oh, I wonder what that is. And I pulled it, and it was a porcelain doll with an eye missing. And I was like, ah! And then I like ran downstairs, and I'm like, you can't put dolls in the linen closet. You can't do that. Cupboards, scary. Dolls, scary. One-eyed dolls in the cupboard, scary. Like, what is she thinking? And then she's got this other doll. And I hate this doll, and I don't like saying I hate it because I'm worried it's gonna like hear me. I'm not even completely joking, to be honest. But anyway, she has this doll, and it's like 100 years old, and it is the creepiest looking little doll in the whole entire world. You know what? I'm gonna put a picture of it on my Twitter, so if you guys are like interested, go check it out because it is so bloody creepy. Do you know it'd be really funny if I started putting like random doll pictures in the screenshot, so like all of a sudden it's like a screenshot of a house, and then next minute it's like doll. Hey, I like playing tricks. I think that'd be really funny. Sometimes like to play a trick, kind of, it's not really like a trick so much, but I purposely, like, if there is a screenshot I'm trying to take and there's a person, like, knocking on the front door or a person in the thing, I take the screenshot anyway, and then I like to see if anyone points it out. Bob Pancake seems to be in a lot of the screenshots. Like, it doesn't happen all the time, but every now and then there's like a random screenshot with like Bob or like a random person like knocking at the front door or like walking along in the background. And it's like, where's Waldo? But where's the Sim in Jess's speed build? I just realised how random this whole voiceover has gotten. I started talking about like pianos, antiques, dolls, and now like the tricks that I play. Yeah, but I want to go like cycle back, because I do this. I go on tangents. Like, I start talking about one thing and then I go on a tangent and then it's just, yeah. But what I wanted to talk about, what do I want to cycle back to? Yeah, the dolls. Ew, the dolls. Yeah, I'll take a photo and I'll put it on my Twitter so that you guys can see this really, really creepy doll. And does anyone really, like, dolls are creepy, man. They are creepy. Like, everyone kind of, like, dolls and clowns are just creepy, creepy, creepy. Oh, I remember what else I wanted to talk about. Secondhand dining tables and lounges. That's it. Okay. So I just want you to think about, like, your dining table or lounge at home. Think about how many conversations you've had on that, how many people have sat around it, how many family dinners, family events, friendly dinners you've seen, like, how, like, all that kind of stuff. Think of all the history that has happened, and then could you imagine having someone else's dining table and knowing nothing about it? Oh, that just, like, it fascinates me and creeps me out altogether. Because I think of, like, our dining table at home, like, we have so many conversations over that table. And even the dining table, like, at my, like, in-laws' house, like, oh my God, the conversations we have at that table. Like, yeah, and I just couldn't imagine having somebody else's dining table and then sitting and having my own conversations where they've had all their conversations. But I'm probably weird. I mean, we already knew this, didn't we? Yes, we did. So, guys, I don't really have anything else to talk about. And I feel like I'm going on, like, random tangents left, right, and center. So I'm going to go. I'm going to leave you some music, because I feel like music is a lovely, what's the word? Lovely change from my little voice. I hope I'm not annoying you guys to your bones. Oh, wait, I don't think I've spoken about that in a speed build yet. Okay, now I'm going to have to remember to, like, upload these in order, and you have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope to catch you all in another speed build. Another video. God damn it. Okay, look, bye. Just bye.
I bet you think that I should calm down, and that I'm overthinking everything about you, and that we're good the way we are. But I don't know that much about you, what things you like and what you don't. It's not that long since I met you for the first time. You know we should work it out. You know we should work it out. Before I'm too invested, I should probably ask you all my questions, get to know you better. Like, can you be trusted? Will you take me for granted? And will you knock me down? I know I'm feeling something for you. The way you look, the way you laugh, and how you move. It kinda makes me go crazy.